So basically, we're going to cover what to budget for when building your new home. And for all those who are kicking off their process and their journey, this is really targeted for you because we do see it's common for people to just jump straight into shopping without having a little bit of homework done up front. So we want to map out for you, I suppose, number one, here's the process you should take loosely in terms of getting yourself from finance through to the right building quote.
I think it's interesting, we often, come across this stuff on a regular basis where people are talking about their budget and then realize that, they've been given a really strict budget to stick to by their broker. And they realize that, all of a sudden they're right on the limit of that. And what does that look like? And, if there's anything that pops up along the way that they're unaware of, then they're just under all this stress, this financial stress to work out how am I actually going to afford to, do what I need to do to finish this home off.
So it's a super common mistake, I think, from the get-go, which we've shared many times, super common mistake for people to shop before they get finance. You need to get a bit of a game plan, understanding, I guess, where your budget sits, because there's no point shopping for a house that's way beyond what you can afford. And because that really just doesn't help the process. This is a bit more of a high level, I guess, discussion. And one of the first things we always encourage you to do or get a broker. That's a broker, not go to the bank. A good conveyancer, both of them with experience in new home construction, and a really good, reliable, trustworthy builder consultant. If you get those three resources on your team, then you're good to go. As I said, start with finance, get a capacity, get a minimum and a maximum sort of understanding. And I think number two, Darren, is just spend some time doing some education stuff like podcasts like this, builder websites, etc., just to get a feel for things, because it's hard to budget until you know the general gist of, well, what is it that I can budget for? And you think that you can get what you saw at the display home for the advertised house and land package. And it's not the case. You're just starting that process so you can move to step four, which is putting your basic budget together. My overall budget is $850, leaves me $400 for a house. And if you give that budget, needs and wants to a consultant, now you've given them everything they need to give you a proper quote, not a quote that actually doesn't service what you're looking for because you just went lower, like Darren said earlier.
So don't necessarily shop on the items themselves, shop on the end price of that quote with everything you want in it.